We are live in New York City. Thank you for joining as I fall. And we are at Columbus Circle. Show you where we're at right now. Columbus Circle, Central Park is just down here. It is a colder than anticipated night here in New York City. It is about low 40s, and we are right here on Broadway and basically Columbus Circle. So we are heading south on Broadway. Broadway is super unique in that it is technically an avenue, but it does not run simply north to south like other avenues. It runs diagonally through Manhattan from the north to the south. Thank you for joining. It is a fairly quiet Thursday night here. The weather's a big factor there, and it's also a little bit post-rush craziness. Thank you for joining. What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great day, whether it is day or night where you are. So thank you for joining. We're just getting started here. We are walking on Broadway. As you can tell by the hat, it's a little colder than last time I live streamed. Last time I live streamed, it was like a taste of spring. We've gotten teased here a little bit over the past week. But if you've lived here for a while, I've lived here for 10 years, you know better than to fall for fool's gold, fool's spring, if you will. And we are crossing 57th Street, which you might know is Billionaires Row. It is tons of skyscrapers and penthouse residential buildings that you might have heard of. That's 57th Street. As you can probably see, there are some lights off in the distance, which would be, of course, Times Square. And we're heading in that general direction. It's 56th Street is here. I see there is a Patsy's Pizzeria down there, which is a very good pizza place if you're visiting New York City and you happen to be in this area. We are not far from, well, we're a little north of Hell's Kitchen, which is on 8th Avenue, which is over there. But a little south of there, which I would say 30th, 40th Street. Tip for you aspiring city bikers: the ones that look like this are the e-bikes, so the electrically charged bikes. Ones that are just this dark blue are your traditional bicycles, your pedal bicycles. And if you have a city bike membership, those ones are free for 30 minutes, and the e-bikes have some kind of mileage calculator where it's based on how much or how far you go. So that's just a little tip if you're planning to city bike while you're here. It is a very convenient way to get around. One thing, a few tips I would give, because I city bike almost every day, is please go the right direction and try to follow the traffic lights. Otherwise it can get kind of chaotic. But there are these dedicated, you see these bike lanes over here. This shade of green are the dedicated bike lanes, and they're all over the city. And the City Bike app does a good job of telling you where the bike lanes are. So check that out. It's a little windy here. It's a little cold, as you can tell by the cap. But we're here for you. We're here for you. This is Ambient New York. Thank you for joining. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed. I really appreciate it. My name is Matt. I started this channel in late 2023. And I appreciate everybody commenting and checking it out. Okay, here's a thing you rarely see. Well, I guess you more so see it now, which is $1. You can't really see the sign right now, but it's $1.50 pizza. For a long time, $1 or 99-cent pizza. There you go. Yeah, for a long time, $1 pizza or 99-cent pizza was a thing. Not so much anymore. I think there's like 2 places left that actually have it. Check out this guy. Your boy. He's hidden back there. He is. Your boy Santa. I believe that's one of those dancing Santas. He's kind of eyeing me up. I guess he's here year round. Okay. Anyway, $1 pizza is rare to find. Obviously, the dollar places not as great as other places that you will discover. However, if you need a quick fix, it's some substance. I will say there's one on 8th Avenue and the 40s, like Hell's Kitchen. That's pretty good. Don't have the name off the top of my head, but you could probably find it. So this was formerly the Letterman billboard and the Letterman show. Clearly not anymore. People waiting for Great Gatsby musical right here.
So my family has very good feet. No, it's not. It's no joke. My sister.
Thanks everybody for joining in. If you're joining and you want to share where you're joining from, we would appreciate that. Let us know. It is a not freezing cold, but the low 40s here in NYC, and just kind of walking around on this this evening tonight. So thanks for joining. Thank you for checking out the channel. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks to the security guy back here. He's fixing something. I can't really tell what. He's dedicated. He's doing a good job. So shout out to him. M Social is a seems like a very good hotel if you're visiting. I've seen the rooftop. It overlooks Times Square, and it seems super nice. I have no idea what the rates are, but they seem like good people in there. They are good people in there. People are walking especially slow tonight. I don't know what's going on. You would think with the cold, you would hustle up, which is usually the case. Not so much. Here is in front of us Stardust Diner. This is where I've never been there, but they do singing and dancing, and I think it's a lot of Broadway and off-Broadway performers. So that's pretty cool. It is super popular. There's a line right now, but the line gets much, much worse in the summer and around the holidays and on the weekends. From Brazil, hello, Tatiana, thanks for joining. That person thought they were Tatiana. Thanks for joining. I believe you said you're visiting soon. The chat went away, Tatiana. But thanks so much for joining. Not sure if this is your first time coming to NYC, but it's going to be a great trip for you. Hopefully, it is warmer for your visit. We are crossing 50th Street right now. This is a rare sight. We got some horses. Beautiful horses. Right in the middle of the city. Wow. Some people are taking photos. Photo opportunity for the horses. Really, really cool. Hope horses are staying warm, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so Juniors, this is a very well-known diner, and there's two. There's this one, and then there's one on, I believe it's 45th Street. Really known for their cheesecake. I took my parents here recently to, not to this location, but to the other one, and it's definitely expensive. They have what people refer to as the Times Square tax, where things are a lot more expensive just because we're in Times Square. So keep that in mind. So it's kind of a special occasion kind of place. Yeah, I thought it lived up to the hype, honestly. I thought it was very good. Okay. I have a new video coming soon where I didn't really plan it this way, but I went to this Krispy Kreme across the way. I was shooting some videos for the channel, and the hot donut sign was lit up, which means that the conveyor belt is pumping out fresh hot donuts. So ended up doing like a reaction type video. So be on the lookout for that, and I won't give away the surprise rating that I gave it. I will say it was pretty good. Hope that doesn't ruin anything. Pretty quiet here. Pretty quiet. If you're just joining, give a shout. Where are you coming from? We appreciate you joining tonight. And what other things would you like to see on this Ambient New York channel? It seems like you guys really enjoy the stores, walking kind of inside well-known, famous stores around here. So let me know. I know a lot of you have maybe never been here, or you're planning a trip here and you want to better understand where to go, maybe where not to go. And let me know. I'm trying to help you guys out. What's up, LAC? Hey, LAC, thanks for joining. You got a photo shoot. It's cool. A lot of photographers, as you can see here, are here in Times Square, and they can shoot a photo of you and send you a digital copy. I've seen some people that even print copies, old school style. Pretty cool, right? Some people give the characters a bad rap. I like the characters. Batman. I think it's just a matter of expectations. That if you take a photo with them, know that you're going to be asked to donate to the cause. I don't know what cause, but yeah, just know that. So that's just kind of a heads up if you've never been here before. here, friends. Still here. Hey Tatiana, is there a Target near Times Square? There is one on 34th Street. I know that there's one on 34th Street, and I don't remember seeing one like in the heart of Times Square. I could be wrong about that, but there are a ton of them around the city. There's one right by what's called Herald Square. You might know the famous Macy's. It's a huge department store, one of the biggest in the world. So, yeah. But there's plenty of convenience stores. There's something called Wayne Reed, which is just kind of a convenience store with a pharmacy in it. CVS, that is here as well. So, yeah, any of those, Tatiana. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. What you're seeing there is one of the top view. It's like a hop on, hop off bus. And you'll see a bunch of employees of Top View, and you can't miss them. They're in all red. We'll probably see one during this trip. And you can make a transaction to get on a hop on, hop off bus, which is exactly what it sounds like. Thanks everybody for joining. We are definitely in the thick of it right now. Tons of people taking photos, tons of sirens, which is not out of the ordinary. And 1 second, it is very loud. Very loud. If you're visiting, this may be what you think of as kind of New York, synonymous with New York. But it's not really this. It's funny, the tourists, people visiting, this is, this is where you know to go, where you want to go. And people who live here avoid it at all costs. It's pretty funny. It's like that in every city, Inner Harbor, in Baltimore, blanking off ones at the top of my head, but it just seems to be the trend. People looking at me like I'm nuts over here. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I've lived here 10 years, and I now work in this area as a performer for one of my gigs. And before that, the 9 years before that, I would kind of avoid it at all costs. People are crazy right now. It's wild. you gotta get through the crowd.
I live here.
But you have, I gave you my charger, you have a laptop. You could have charged it.
The Giants didn't make it either. What's up,
Okay, so we are continuing our route, keeping it consistent tonight. We started Broadway by Columbus Circle right at the start of Central Park. And we obviously went through what we call the belly of the beast in Times Square and survived it. Oh, here we go. 1 second. People are pretty obsessed with Joe's Pizza here.
Alright, I think so.
So, if you've been here, let us know. If you've been to Joe's Pizza, the line is always like this. In my opinion, you can get much better places without waiting in line. It is very rare that any New Yorker will wait in line. They will just find another place of equal value. Yeah, so I used to work in this area before the pandemic on 7th Avenue near 37th Street. And man, a lot of the places where we used to get food, me and my buddies during work breaks, are no longer here, which is sad. So it's kind of a different world post-pandemic that you don't really realize until you observe, take a step back, and think about the way that mostly commuters not coming to the city has affected things. You know, all the lunch places around a lot of office areas where it's not very residential didn't really have their people once people didn't come back to the office. So, tourism, to my understanding, isn't where it was, and we're all hoping that that changes. A lot of these places, these office buildings, it's, you know, a lot of the companies are in these long leases, 8-10 year leases. So these buildings are potentially sitting on massive losses of places who will not renew their lease because a lot of their staff is maybe even fully remote, if not hybrid. So it's an interesting time, and hoping for the best here, guys. We are entering what's called Herald Square. Things you might know about Herald Square is the Empire State Building and the famous Macy's, which is a full avenue long department store, which is insane. The avenues here are super lengthy, whereas the blocks are rather short. You can walk a block in less than a minute, I would say. And avenues, I mean, depending on which one, can take, I guess it depends on your pace. 4 minutes. tip for people visiting that you wouldn't really think about is when you're crossing the street, a lot of people who live here, including myself, don't tell anybody, cross when the light is red, the stopped hand. And a lot of the people who aren't from here will just blindly follow that person. And my point is, don't do that, because there could very well be a car coming. So always just look at the light, the white walking logo versus the stop hand, instead of just blindly following the person in front of you, because they're probably sprinting across the street. So take care of yourself, watch your back, watch your surroundings, and don't just watch out for the cars. Watch out for the city bike people and the delivery people, because they're all on e-bikes and they go super fast. So this is your safety lesson of the day for people visiting. There's so much going on, and you want to take photos and you want to be with your family and enjoy the moment. And at the same time, just be aware that it never stops. The movement never stops. The sea of people never stop. So be safe during your travels is what I'm saying here. Okay, yes. Thanks, Tatiana. Tatiana's learning a lot. All right, so here is the world's largest store, Macy's. What's cool about this location is they go pretty big for Christmas, for the holidays. So they do custom treatments to these windows in front of me. They do it for every season. So they'll have a cool thing for the spring, and they will go all out for the spring. But Christmas is really when it's really beautiful, and they have these original designs. It's different every year, whether it be a tribute to Rudolph. They get very creative, and the windows are very photographed during the holiday season. Note that this opens at 10 a.m. daily. So if you're here at like 9:30, so an example is that there's like a rather crazy, no, I shouldn't say crazy, a very loud and kind of suspicious dude was just behind me, and I was aware of that because I heard like yelling, and he kind of seems like he doesn't know where he is right now. So that's another instance. What's that? Yeah, of course, man. We're live. What do you want to say to the people?
How we doing?
Yeah.
How many people you got watching?
Not many. Three right now.
How we doing?
We got 5,000 subscribers though.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Ambient, New York.
Follow him.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, you have a good trip.
I live here, but thank you. Enjoy, man. There you go. Somebody joining the stream. I like it. Maybe they'll subscribe to the channel. That was the first cameo I've had. Those guys seem pretty cool. So we're on 34th Street, which is one of the busiest intersections in the city. As you can see here, just a very central part of the city. still here, just muting during some loud parts. Okay. Oh, this is pretty cool, actually. Hold on. If you are a ping pong fan, these are out all year long. These guys are going pretty hard. So if you're a ping pong enthusiast, this is for you. Thanks everybody for joining. Still on Broadway. We've been on Broadway for, over 20 blocks. Started around 59th Street. And we are past 39th. We're heading to 32nd right now. And if you watched my last live video, you'll know by now. Hey, what's up? Who is this? Feeling? Buenos noches. Thank you for joining. Muchas gracias. Thank you. So we are entering one of the coolest neighborhood streets in New York City. This is Koreatown. We call it Korea Way. So this is 32nd Street between Broadway back here and 5th Avenue, which is this way. So when you think of karaoke, you think of ramen, you think of Korean barbecue. This is it. Like, this is the home of it. It is one block of just jam-packed restaurants, jam-packed karaoke bars. I swear, it's hard to guesstimate how many karaoke bars are on this street. I don't know, 25, I'm guessing. You can chat GPT me. I'm not sure if they have that information. But you can see here that moderately crowded. I mean, it's a Thursday. You should see, on weekends it is extremely crowded on Korea Way, Koreatown. The restaurants are excellent. Korean fried chicken. There is a Korean barbecue place called Jongro, Jongro. That is one of my personal favorite restaurants in the city. It is delicious. You see there, space karaoke, 11th floor, and billiards on the 12th floor. So it's crazy. These are like unassuming office-looking buildings, but you get in like a rickety elevator and you can go up and sing some karaoke. It's very cool. Thanks. I just got props on my gimbal. She said, I like that. And another, more karaoke places. This place is Chorus Karaoke, Anytime Karaoke. So I was not lying about just the quantity, the volume. Yeah, there's a really good, right across from us, Food Gallery 32, this orange awning. This place, if you're unsure of what to get, that place has just tons of options, whether it be noodles or ramen. They have it all, or desserts, or any kind of tea. It's a really good option for you. Okay, so for the first time in this video, we are venturing outside of Broadway. So we were on Broadway the entire time, and now we're heading over to Fifth Avenue. We're just south of the Empire State Building. Here we go. There we go, getting the hang of this thing still. Thanks guys for joining, appreciate it. Definitely some people out tonight, despite it being a little colder than it's been the last few days. Good to see. Philin, thanks for joining. Another karaoke place off the beaten path. This is Turntable. And I haven't been here in a while, but last time I checked, they had dedicated karaoke rooms. It's a seriously ornate rug. There it is, Empire State Building in all its glory. It is always just custom. The lights are different every single night. Sometimes it's themed based on, say, a New York sports team that just won. There was actually a big controversy a few years ago because the Philadelphia Eagles won a playoff game. It might have been the game to get them into the Super Bowl in 2022 when they lost to the Chiefs, which I'm an Eagles fan, FYI, so I don't like to tell that story. Anyway, the Empire State Building lit up in Eagles green, and their official Twitter/X page had like a congratulations to the Eagles message, and people were up in arms. And I understand the city of Philadelphia would never light up their building, their Comcast Center in blue for the Giants. So it was very bizarre. They did the same thing for the opposing team when the Chiefs advanced, but the Eagles are obviously a rival and a nearby city, and there's a lot of rivalry, between the two. So that's where I lived before I moved here. I lived in Philadelphia for 5 years. I grew up in that general area in Delaware and moved here in 2013. So I am, it's very windy. Here for 10 years. I did leave briefly during the pandemic and did some traveling. Check that out. Very cool. Empire State Building in the background. I did leave for a little bit, did some traveling during the pandemic in like 2021, late 2021. So that was cool. And moved back here in 2022. And I've been here since. I just renewed my lease. So here to stay, baby. don't know how long I was muted there. Hopefully not too long. I was talking a lot. I shared the secrets of life. And I don't know how long I was muted there. So sorry if that was an extended period that was not intentional. Not intentional. You missed some serious stuff there. Madison Avenue. So there's a few non-numbered avenues that you should be aware of if you're just visiting here. And this is one of them. And there's really 3 in a row. So you start on the east side on First Avenue, especially in this area, which is the mid-20s. And so it goes First Avenue, Second Avenue, Third Avenue, and then Lexington Avenue. Hey, thank you, Tatiana. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a good day. Tatiana was dedicated. Thanks, Tatiana. Fill in. Thanks, Fill in, for joining. Hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, my friend. So like I was saying, First Avenue, Second Avenue, Third Avenue, Lexington Avenue. And then you have Park Avenue, which we are coming up on, which is a really, really cool avenue. It's one of the few that has two-way traffic. Most of the avenues are one-way. Park Ave is an exception. And then after Park is Madison, which we just crossed, followed by 5th Avenue, 6th Avenue, 7th Avenue, 8th Avenue, 9th Avenue, 10th, and then I believe Amsterdam. You guys can keep me honest there. I know the east side much better than the west side. All right, my friends, we're going to wrap up here. Really appreciate you joining today. I hope you have a great day. Check out the channel and let me know what kind of videos about New York City you would like to see. Thanks, Tatiana. Thank you. Really appreciate everyone joining today. My name is Matt. This is Ambient New York. Please check out the channel. Please subscribe. And I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for